What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Jake Shavink here, and the Chiefs made it a clear priority this offseason to add explosiveness to their offense. First signing wide receiver Hollywood Brown, and then moving up 4 spots in a trade with the Bills in the first round of the 2024 NFL Draft to land wide receiver Xavier Worthy. Now, I know the initial thoughts on Xavier Worthy when that pick was made, with all the stuff around him during the draft process, was, of course, as you're seeing on the screen, that 4.21 in the 40-yard dash, which was incredible. Record-breaking. What an incredible night to witness that happen. But I think we saw that and then thought, well, Worthy is just a speed guy. And to be fair, when you look at the prospects at receiver that have run that fast, you don't see hits on that list. And that's fair. However, Xavier Worthy could be the exception and could be a game changer for this Chiefs offense. Now, really quick on Worthy, right? You see 62 for 981 and 12 as a freshman. He broke out as a freshman, and he had 260 yards against Oklahoma in that freshman season, past 1,000 yards in 2023. Some notable stuff: 2.21 yards per route run in his career, 68% of his snaps out wide. Actually won a decent amount of contested catches in his career, and also has a pretty strong 7.3 yards after the catch per reception. So there's a lot to break down there. Let's go to the film room and take a look at what made Worthy so special in college. So when it came to Worthy in college, there was definitely a versatile deployment, right? There were definitely opportunities like this where you're giving him schemed touches to use that speed to the advantage when you can get some blockers out in space, because Worthy can turn the corner on a lot of these perimeter jet sweeps. You get him some motion in the backfield. You give him favorable looks to attack after the catch with his speed. He's going to be able to do that. But what about as a true receiver? Well, he's definitely mastered the curl route. You know, whether it be at quick depth at 5 yards, 10 yards, and even further down the field, what we'll get to. But because Worthy is so good with the pad level and he's so good gearing down, he wins on so many of these because of the threat he poses to defensive backs to win vertically down the field. So you're going to be able to get a lot of these easy buckets with him because of his effectiveness on the curl route. And you think, well, is the curl route really used that much in the NFL? It is. It's one of the top 3 most used routes in combinations and schemes across the league. So Worthy's going to be effective here because look at this. We're barely into this route, into the stem, and the corner is already turning the hips vertically. They're worried that much about Worthy beating them all the way down the field that when you can gear down like this, sink the hips, and get out of breaks quickly, you're going to get, as I mentioned already, these easy buckets. Corner's already bailing on this play against Houston. Worthy threatens vertically. Corner is, again, going to lean towards, like an outfielder almost, taking the step back, preventing something big rather than coming in for a short pass like this. And again, it's a quick gear down, work back to the football, nice catch there, and you get those buckets like that. Here at the bottom, Worthy, what he could do well with the release and all the twitch and explosion he has in such a short area, you can combine that with, again, impressive shuffle release to threaten a little bit of outside leverage, but he's also doing a nice job here kind of adjusting his body when he gets through this break to have that contact avoidance should press coverage be in play there, right? You know, when corners get aggressive with him, he has to be able to combat that somehow. It's not going to be with pure strength. He has to do it with quick twitch and contact avoidance like that. Here against Baylor, one of my favorite releases from him, because again, he gains ground, he squares, and then it's impressive to the inside here. And what makes this so effective is, see the shoulder dip? It's so quick that it's almost impossible for the DB to react that fast. So when you gain ground like that and you keep that two-way go intact, corner's going to try to react to you. But because Worthy lands so effectively and look at how quick he can plant that foot, dip the shoulder, and he's essentially stacked within just 6-7 yards here, and it quickly stacked with that speed. And when you have that ability to avoid contact quickly off the line of scrimmage, be light on your feet, and be explosive, you're going to have these opportunities, A, to win down the field, and then of course B, which we have consistently talked about already, is force cornerbacks to open up so early that even here, open hips, that plays like this where you can gear down quickly and get out of your breaks are going to be there because teams fear that speed. Now, what else can he do besides that in the curl routes? Well, he does a good job threatening leverage here to the inside against the corner, then quickly snap this, off and win the fade with impressive speed and explosion off that plant foot. Now, the throw is a little behind him. It's a little further up toward this back pylon. What Worthy also does is make good adjustments. He shows that he can attack the football in the air and track the football really, really well. Here against off coverage, a lot of the speed guys don't have the manipulation tactics that Worthy does. And it's simple here. You come off a little bit slower, and then you make that really strong gear up there. Hit that second gear, force the corner to commit some direction, and it's going to open him up underneath for a potential touchdown if there wasn't pressure there. So having that, that extra gear to tap into to threaten corners is difficult to handle. And here against off coverage, corners already opened up to the sideline, right, ready to handle this. And what Worthy can also throw in there is that little rocker step. And if you didn't see it initially, we'll go again. That little pressure with the right foot to push outside just a little bit and then snap back inside just to create a little more separation at the top of routes. Again, quick release. If you're not going to put hands on in press coverage, Worthy will shred you. And what's really good about this is, of course, quarterback anticipation with this, but watch Worthy. Initially, turn the head inside. Think, okay, ball is going to be coming on a play like this. So when you snap the head inside, you're selling this inside route at the top of the stem. But the ability to change direction, right, to snap off this route and then have the speed to get to the corner on a lot of these double moves is going to be so effective. And he does it here again, right? The jab step to threaten inside on this route. Corner's going to commit, gear down quickly, decelerate, reaccelerate in split seconds, right? Very few steps is he using here to get in and out of this break. 1, 2, 3, and we're back up to speed. Easy touchdown when you're facing off coverage like that. So what about what else Worthy can throw in here, right? When you have this speed, you keep the pad level low, you're threatening vertically, what else can you do? It was subtle, but did you see it? Let's roll it again. So what Worthy's going to do is, again, stem inside and then threaten to the outside, right? Use your hands to combat that contact that is being initiated by the DB. And now the DB's in serious trouble here. Because Worthy was able to kind of defeat that contact, now he can threaten to the outside where he has no help at all. So corner is in recovery mode, and that's when Worthy can attack the blind spot when that corner's in turn and run, sink his hips, and quickly get it out of a break and generate a chunk play. It happens here as well against Oklahoma, where look at how much he's threatening vertically off the snap. He is treating everything like a vertical route, and receivers must do this. And once he gets this corner to commit, while he's widening this stem, now he's going to snap this back inside. What that's going to do, corner's going to work into a kind of a speed turn to recover. And look at Worthy already sinking the hips. We're getting in and out of this break when the corner is looking down the field. Gotten the blind spot perfectly, snapped this route off. And if Ewers isn't getting pressured here, you've got a big play there on that curl route. Again, vertical pressure, add that initial little bit of gear up there to get the corner to open the hips, and then we're perfectly into this speed turn on the break. You don't have to necessarily use the speed turn on breaks, but with Worthy to maintain speed like that through the break is really, really impressive. Yes, he did step out there, but another nice adjustment at the catch point as well. And now how about the pure speed? Can we just shred defenses when the safety drops a little too far down here? See ya. Easy win down the field, and also a really nice job late attacking this ball in the air to make sure we secure it. Again, the speed release, corner is already in defensive mode basically here. He's turning and running. So like a play like this, you see this on film, you go, okay, if corners are going to turn like this, well, we're going to throw that little curl route in for easy buckets. Cortadozzi's beat, and he had such a big head start, and he still lost. Worthy does a nice job as well, kind of working back on the line a little bit too. Good hand fighting and nice catch for an easy touchdown. Right? It just really is that simple. Don't get hands on. He's going to be able to stack down the field, win with that deep speed, and create big plays when he's on an island there. Similar thing where it's just the vertical pressure. If you're not ready, he's gone. A little bit of an underthrow, right, on this one, but Worthy had the corner beat. Now, how about after the catch, right? Can he be proactive with that? Texas ran this a couple times. You're going to see it. Worthy does a nice job squaring up once the ball has arrived and the foot is down to plant and attack. And he does just that with the speed, show off that little path adjustment, and we're creating massive plays in the passing game by just this little flat route and a trips look. Same thing again. Really nice job of getting this plant foot down as the ball arrives to quickly attack after the catch. And I know he's not going to be able to do this much with his frame, but you love to see a guy that's still willing to just kind of compete out there as a blocker. Now, it's not, all, sunshine and rainbows, right, with a player like Worthy. There are weaknesses over the field through contact at the catch point. He does have some drops on film as well. So the Chiefs are going to have a challenge to kind of find ways to not have him running over the middle of the field a lot, but utilize what you see here on film to give him the easy buckets, but also generate big plays. So let's see what he's done so far in the preseason. All right, so what have we seen from Worthy so far in the preseason? Well, it's good to see him running with the ones and Patrick Mahomes, that's for sure. What you are seeing a lot with Worthy is pre-snap motion. That's going to give, of course, Mahomes an idea of what the coverage might be, and it could give Worthy a nice little head start at the snap, like the Dolphins have done with their guys at receiver. Here's a nice little look of Worthy doing a nice job threatening this outside leverage, right? Potentially selling this fade route, and then snapping off that route to work vertically. He has to work on that hand fighting aspect because DBs are going to be better at it. But a nice little look of, again, that ability to reaccelerate, just like at the bottom here, nice little hesitation, stack the defensive back pretty quickly on the reacceleration, and win down the field. Now you're going to see a little bit of what the gravity of a player with this much speed can do. Again, nice little job threatening there and that inside stem, and then we're going to work to stack this linebacker. What's that going to do? It's going to create a void in the middle of the field because so many guys are going to gravitate toward that speed. Definitely going to see that quite a bit. Here, a nice little switch release, and what I think Worthy needs to work on a little bit more is, again, something he was still good at in college, is threatening vertically a little bit more. I think you see the pad level up a little bit there so the corner can better anticipate this sort of curl comeback route to potentially jump it. So just, again, a little bit of the detail, but I do think Worthy has it in him. Again, here we go. Using motion, give Mahomes an idea of what you're going to see defensively. Maybe a little bit of a head start there, but when you have this type of speed, quick stack, win to the corner, easy chunk play, big explosive gain there for the Chiefs. Here again is a great example of the gravity that speed provides you on offense. Linebackers already got eyes on Worthy of saying, okay, we got to carry this guy vertically. What does that do? It opens up a big void. And Mahomes is going to take advantage of that a ton with guys like Rashee Rice, with guys like Travis Kelce, who do a phenomenal job after the catch. Here's where the little bit of the concern is with Worthy, right? You're going to see linebackers be able to contact him and kind of disrupt routes on some of these drags, especially in mesh concepts, which is kind of what you saw there. Another quick one here, of course, in mesh where, again, the path adjustment because of the big guys who are going to be able to disrupt his route, little concerning. And that's the type of thing we were talking about where maybe don't have him going over the middle of the field as much. Here, I think he just gets squeezed to the sideline a little bit too much on this vertical route, so something to monitor, but it does seem like he isn't quite at full speed here. Again, we talked about versatile deployment at the top. Here we go on that little reverse. Just got to make sure we hang on to the football. He does get back on it, but there is that versatile deployment there, of course. And when you get looks like this is where you get to capitalize. Worthy with off coverage. Nice little hesitation move. Get the corner flat-footed. Goodbye. Easy touchdown. So the Chiefs, I think, are going to have a lot of fun with Xavier Worthy, especially with Hollywood Brown back and healthy as well. It's going to give you two guys who are going to be able to manufacture a lot of big plays. But Worthy's gravity is also important to this offense, right? We mentioned that just briefly where guys like Rashee Rice and Travis Kelce are going to be able to feast underneath, intermediate, and take advantage after the catch because of how much teams are going to pay attention to the speed Worthy has. But I do think Worthy, with his attention to detail as a route runner and his ability to use that speed to work on deception against defensive backs, is going to be so important for this Chiefs offense. So I'm really excited to see how Worthy does in his rookie season. So hope you guys enjoyed this film room on Xavier Worthy. If you did, throw a like down there. Subscribe if you're new. Plenty more film room content on the way very, very soon. I will catch you guys in the next video. Farewell.